This week on the lunch counter, we will bring you part 2 on healthy eating. We'll discuss health issues associated with bad food choices and some healthy alternatives.
I'm Gloria Cleve, and I'm the Early Learning Project Manager in School District 59. And I'm here today to talk about the difficulties that I see families with really young children having in getting proper nutrition and understanding what that means and why it's so important for children in their developing brains.
My name is Heather Porrill. Hi, I'm from the Dawson Creek area, and healthy eating, boy, that's a tough one, especially here in the north. I've had trouble with it all my life, so I'm working on it now. And I'm a gardener, I'm a farmer, I'm a food producer, I'm a store owner, all of the above.
My name is Tracy Heartt, and I run the Here to Health Wellness Clinic in Dawson Creek, and I'm all about healthy eating because I think with proper fuel, so many things are so much better.
We moved here from the Yukon, and I know up there a lot of people eat wild meat like the moose meat and the caribou and elk and salmon and a lot of fish and stuff like that. I do notice here that there are a lot of fast food places, and people have a tendency to be busy and on the run and go through a lot of that type of stuff.
Well, when our bodies ingest the food, the liver breaks everything down, the digestive system breaks it down, and then that is gone and transported to the cell, and nutrients go into the cell, and that is what creates the ATP energy and the energy to life and good health.
Definitely eating out isn't usually a good way to be healthy.
I think in my line of work, I see people come in with an array of health problems all the time, and I don't think I would be too ambitious to think that I would say well over 50% of them are attributed to food and lack of food and what someone considers a balanced lunch or what have you.
Yeah, if I can grow vegetables, anybody can grow vegetables, because I was not a gardener. I've had to learn, and it's so wonderful.
But I think though you have these lower income families that really would like to eat better, but can't afford to do so.
Except there is the Good Food Box program. Have you heard about that?
No.
That's a fabulous program through Dawson Creek Literacy Society, I think it is, where it's $30 or $25 or $15. I don't remember what it is. But anyway, once a month you get this huge box full of fresh fruits and vegetables for your family. And there might be things in there like kohlrabi, who's heard of that and what is that? But you can make it into an adventure, and then sometimes they throw in recipes of what you can do with turnips. Because,
I haven't heard of that.
And that's an awesome program, and they don't advertise it enough.
I was just
they can advertise it all they want. People, sometimes we get tunnel vision and we don't see it even if the poster's there and we hear it.
And if we're in that cycle of going and buying fast food or highly processed foods, it's tough to get out of that and just shop that perimeter of the supermarket, stay out of those middle aisles, go get your fresh stuff and go home and make something out of it. And don't get too much. There's a grocery store just down the street from everybody. Just get what you think you're going to need and what you have to have, and then go home, use it, go back for more fresh stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Let them worry about the spoilage. You don't have it in your fridge.
Well, and I think too, like, for me going into the grocery store, and I mean, I try to make sure we eat at home, or if we eat out, it might be once, maybe twice a week. That's really pushing it for our family. And I know going to the grocery store, even I will think, oh, it would just be so much easier to go and see what they've got there in the deli or what have you. And you know what, at the moment, you're not really thinking cost, you're thinking hunger. Or
Don't go shopping when you're hungry.
Yeah, that's supposed
brutal.
to. Yeah.
It's hard on the bill.
But I think what ends up happening is you go home with a lot of what you don't need and really what you can't use metabolically, at least use well.
Yeah.
And you've got this cart full of 4 bags is $88, and you're thinking, okay, I didn't really get anything.
Spoils.
And
It's spoiled, yeah.
I honestly just think that you have to really put thought into menu planning and things like that, and that takes extra work that sometimes people just don't have the time for.
Yeah.
Or
sometimes it's easy.
It's too much. It's stressful.
Yeah.
To change your way of habitually shopping and eating.
I think that people should take a little more time to think about what their health needs are. There's a long work day here for most people. Some people work 2 or 3 jobs in a day, and they need time to prepare ahead so that they're eating healthy, nutritious food.
You have to break some bad habits. I think that it's just more convenient to drive through the drive-through than to actually stop. And people are running around with their kids and stuff, and to actually stop and have a sit-down meal, which is very beneficial for the family.
Well, and I know kids, will say things like, well, so-and-so, gets to go blah, blah, blah for dinner, or so-and-so, gets to have this for lunch every day, or what have you, and then it's the guilt. You think, well, maybe I should let my kids do that too, because I don't want them to be ostracized because I'm making them a sandwich and their friends are going to Dairy Queen at lunch, or whatever. So then there's this guilt factor that, oh, well, Johnny gets to do it, so maybe I should let Susie too. And then it becomes this thing, and you think, okay, well, who's the parent here?
Yeah, but that must be tough in town. But I don't have to deal with that out where I live because I'm out in Buttery, and there is no Dairy Queen or A&W or McDonald's option there. They have to pack a lunch. Otherwise, if they forget their lunch, well, Mom's not driving it over to the school. And yes, we have a chart on our fridge. You get the fruit, the snack, every item, and each thing has to fit into that category. And they all take lunches out there. It's good. It's good. It works.
But it's cheaper to send $3 to school for hot dog day.
No, but that's so gross.
The allergies that kids have now, that there was no such thing, and the sensory issues that children have now that they think is related to diet, and the behavioral problems that are related to diet. Horrendous.
We get busy and we, fall into that same thing of convenience and time and rushing around, and this is a lot easier, the fast, already prepared stuff, but definitely try to eat healthier.
People want something different. They need something different.
Not only different, safe, right?
Safe.
That whole thing that's happening right now with the beef.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the beef. E. coli.
E. coli.
0157. Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Oh yeah.
But so food safety is going to start to be more of an issue. So growing your own is going to be an issue. I wonder if there will be more people going out after wild game again, because that. I was raised on that, but that became really not cool. You didn't tell people in high school that you ate moose meat every day.
I know. Yeah, but looking to local farmers again. Shopping locally, finding not that meat that's been mass produced and all mixed together, because what do they say, hamburger has like the contents of 50 cows in it, or scary stuff to be buying. But now it's even gone beyond hamburger. It's gone to whole muscle meats and everything. But you look to your local farmers, look to your small scale producers to find out what is available.
You have to take some personal responsibility and some personal ownership for your own health.
You do, absolutely.
And you can't keep saying, well, it's McDonald's fault that they're making their portion sizes 5 times bigger. No, you're going there.
Yeah, you're making the choice.
You're the one going there.
Well, there's a lot of, processed foods, right? So, years ago, we lived on the farm or that, and we ate straight from what the food was natural, which is really the better way to go, right?
I think it was probably not even much more than 2 or 3 years ago. Celiac disease was relatively unknown, and gluten intolerance was relatively unknown. You just didn't really hear about it.
No.
It was something that
you certainly didn't know anybody that had celiac.
And now it is so common. Oh, I know that just the cost on our healthcare system for making poor choices could definitely bankrupt our health system in the years to come, because so many more people are so much more sick, and that's because they're eating so much more fast food. It's sad, really. It is sad, but I think you have to decide you're not going to be one of those people.
Yes, that's it.
And
it's a choice.
You need to teach your children that they aren't going to be those people either. So.
And young people aren't learning from their parents, right? Like my grandmother showed me how to cook.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's kind of being lost because it takes time.
It does.
And young people really, their mindset isn't there.
Yeah.
Let's go for the fast food.
That's right, yeah.
Generally speaking, what I always say is simplify. Simplify your lifestyle. Instead of doing 3 things, do 2 things. Instead of having 3 things that are disconnected, let's do 2 things. And so if we can simplify our life, then that creates balance.
So I think one of the awesome things that's happening right now in our culture is TV and the doctors and Dr. Oz, all those kinds of programs that talk every day about health, and they ad nauseum talk about healthy eating, and hundreds of thousands of people take those programs and watch them like a religion every day, and I honestly think that that is helpful. It's kind of sad we need those kind of programs, but people are really worried about their health and really do want to hear. It's that step from hearing it and knowing to actually doing it. We all struggle with that little step. But
Yeah.
For me, I think it's just a case of looking at food as being fuel, not to help with feelings. And I think that's
a big one.
A lot
Yeah.
of why people make the choices they make. It's based on feelings and not fuel.
it's an
And
emotional.
food needs to be
Yeah.
fuel.
Yeah.
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 If it
for
was
sure.
fuel, we would eat very differently than we do now.
Yeah.
That is so true, because even if you've done it wrong in the past, it's not too late to change. I've actually been 14 days now totally gluten-free, except for 1 sip of Coca-Cola, which the kids are saying may have gluten. But anyway, that's here or there. Neither here nor there. But make the choice now.
And don't beat yourself up when
don't
you go fall off the wagon. Get back on. And
Just
keep
get back on, and if you do bad right now, next time do better. Yeah. But I'm happy because I can make it past the red chip bag without salivating now.
Well, I think the funniest quote in the entire world is, in the future, health nuts are going to feel very stupid lying in the hospital dying of nothing. Right? I think it's funny, but it kind of just fits right in.
Yeah.